What's good, YouTube? It's your boy MarioRpg. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And today we're back reacting to the Naruto filler recap from episode 136 to 219, I believe it is. Shout out to the channel, the Amagi. It's called Speedrunning Naruto. One of my mods in chat in my Discord posted it and was like, do it from here to here, watch it from here to here. So it's like a 18-minute video recap up to the part where I'm going to react to the final episode of Naruto 220. It's such a shame that Naruto ended like this. I wonder what it was like for you guys growing up. Like, I guess they just all seemed like normal episodes. No one really knew what was canon and what wasn't, right? But yeah, it's a shame that Naruto's ended like this, but it's also poetic because it sums up their anime. I hope Shippuden's different with fillers and stuff like that. I'm not going straight into Shippuden. I am going to be taking a break. We're going to be watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Fate Zero. I can't wait to react to those two animes. But yeah, we are going to get straight into it. Let me go into reaction mode. Shout out again to the channel The Amagi. This video is called Speedrunning Naruto. Go subscribe to him. If you haven't subscribed to me, I would really appreciate it. Hit that sub button and let's do it. Ba-bang. Speedrunning Naruto, and we are gonna recap the Land of Rice Fields investigation mission. I don't know. Let me wheel it up a bit here. Mission. What the hell? And you guys should know where we are now.
Mind decided to train Naruto for 2.5 years to prepare Naruto for the Akatsuki, which Naruto readily accepted. Akatsuki convenes and decides to hasten their plans. In the anime,
all right, a bit too fast for my liking. How do I?
Naruto was forced to remain in Konoha for a few months before setting out with Jiraiya. In the manga, he left as soon as he got out of the hospital.
What the hell's going on?
Sakura also has to become Tsunade's apprentice at the time of Naruto's departure in the manga. Well, in the anime, it was after a mission with Naruto and Jiraiya that happened shortly after Sasuke's departure.
Oh, okay. I can't do this anymore, but I can hear the weird voice.
Land of Rice Fields investigation
There we
mission.
go.
After recovering from his battle against Sasuke, Naruto joins Sakura in another attempt to save Sasuke from Orochimaru. Before crossing Konoha's border, Jiraiya appears. He saves them from becoming labeled missing after leaving the village without authorization by allowing them to join him on a mission to gather information on Sasuke and Orochimaru. Their journey takes them to the Land of Rice Fields, the land of the Otogakure. After a couple comedic failures to gather info due to Jiraiya's perverted antics, Naruto and Sakura meet a young kunoichi named Sasame of the Fuma clan. She revealed her desire to find her cousin Arashi, who, along with the majority of their clan, went missing. After facing 3 members of the Fuma clan and managing to escape them, Jiraiya returned with new info that he gathered from the remnants of the Fuma clan that saw through Orochimaru's lies. Jiraiya explained that Orochimaru was gathering as many supporters as he could from various clans simply to gain access to their secret technique. After facing the 3 members again and defeating them, Sasame led Naruto and his team to Orochimaru's current hideout. Inside the base with no knowledge of where to go, the team took different paths. Eventually, Naruto found Sakura in a long corridor facing off against Kabuto. Naruto was able to hit Kabuto with his Rasengan, but unfortunately fell prey to a devastating technique that attacked his heart. After being saved by Sakura and Sasame, it was discovered that Kabuto was actually another Fuma clan member.
They mean after he was saved by Sasame, not Kabuto. That's what they mean. I need to make sure.
Remember, Kagero in disguise. Soon after, they found Arashi, who became the victim of an unstable technique of Orochimaru's that merged him with 2 fellow clan members and drove him insane. Naruto, along with Sasame and Sakura, were able to restore his mind. As Orochimaru's hideout began to fall apart, Arashi revealed that Sasuke was safe for now, but Orochimaru was doing everything in his power to make Sasuke a perfect host for him in the near future. After being sure that the Fuma clan were free from Orochimaru's control, Naruto and his team returned to Konoha. Mizuki tracking mission.
Like a cool
Ready
filler.
to begin his 3-year training with Jiraiya, Naruto was furious to learn that Jiraiya was ordered by Tsunade to go gather information instead for a while. After Jiraiya managed to sneak away from Naruto, he decided to talk directly to Tsunade. Naruto, who is spying on Tsunade's Hokage meetings, discovered that Mizuki had not only escaped from prison, but had a connection to Orochimaru. Seeing this as another chance to find Sasuke, Naruto went off to look for Mizuki and met up with Iruka. Eventually, Naruto found Mizuki and was horrified at how much stronger Mizuki looked now. Iruka had Naruto fight against the legendary Stupid Brothers.
Who the hell is Mizuki? Am I meant to know who that is? Has he been in that anime before? Oh, I'm worried to Google it because it might be spoilers, but
After being completely overpowered by the two brothers and saying raw strength, Naruto was saved by Team 10, who took over the battle so Naruto could aid Iruka. Along the way, powered by the Iruka and met up with Iruka. Eventually, Naruto found Mizuki and was horrified at how much stronger Mizuki looked now. Iruka had Naruto fight against the legendary Stupid Brothers, while Iruka faced off against Mizuki. After being completely overpowered by the two brothers and saying raw strength, Naruto was saved by Team 10, who took over the battle so Naruto could aid Iruka. Along the way, Naruto met Mizuki's former lover, Tsubaki. With her help, Naruto and Iruka found Mizuki's hideout, where it was discovered that Mizuki was given instructions for a special performance-enhancing drug. Meanwhile, Team 10 is almost defeated since the two brothers are too powerful, but Tsunade comes to their aid and convinces them that Mizuki tricked them and that they should head back to the prison. After consuming the drug, Mizuki became a behemoth of his former self and completely overpowered Naruto and Iruka. After discovering that Mizuki's speed was rapidly declining from pouring more chakra into his raw power, Naruto and Iruka were able to defeat Mizuki with a well-timed maneuver that ended with a Rasengan. After Mizuki was interrogated, it was discovered that he unfortunately had no knowledge of Orochimaru's whereabouts. Kurosuke family removal mission. With Jiraiya still gone and no idea of when he would return, Naruto decided to train any way he could in the village. While training in the woods, he came across 3 weak and injured men from the village of Karabami Gold Mine. Naruto brought them back to Konoha. After they recovered and explained to Tsunade that they came to Konoha for help in ridding the village of a terrible gang, Tsunade decided to assign Naruto on the mission with Team Guy to keep him preoccupied from his obsessions of finding either Sasuke or Jiraiya. Before leaving, Naruto learned from Lee, who was told by Guy that the leader of the gang is Raiga Kurosuke, a former member of the 7 Ninja Swordsmen of the Mist. Naruto saw this as another chance to find Sasuke, as Raiga might know where Kisame and Itachi are, and might lead him to Sasuke. Before arriving at the village, the team stopped at a small restaurant that Lee knew well from his early days training with Guy. There they met an old acquaintance of Lee's, Sancho, an elderly lady whose best meal was an energizing and nutritious curry known as the Curry of Life. Sancho revealed that her son Karashi left the restaurant a while ago after getting a wrong understanding on being strong. The team then went to the village and were horrified to discover that not only were the villagers so traumatized by the gang that refused to be rescued, but also that Raiga had a psychotic joy for funerals and would regularly bury people alive. After defeating Raiga's minions and discovering one of them was Karashi, then Naruto and the others were confronted by Raiga. In addition to Raiga's highly powerful lightning jutsu, Naruto and his team found themselves at an even bigger disadvantage from a powerful genjutsu even Neji's Byakugan was powerless against. Soon it was discovered that Raiga's unique genjutsu and much of his power was actually coming from a young boy he was carrying on his back. The boy was named Ranmaru and possessed a unique dojutsu. After separating the two, Naruto was able to launch him off a cliff with a Rasengan and defeat him. Afterwards, Naruto and the team retrieved Ranmaru. They learned that the boy had been with Raiga for years by choice because the two of them had an understanding of each other. Raiga gave Ranmaru a reason to live and feel useful. This made Naruto remember Haku, who shared a similar relationship with Zabuza, and ultimately refused to let Ranmaru go back down the same path as Haku did and offered him another path. Later, while the team was helping Sancho make shelter for her shop against a storm, Ranmaru had Karashi bring him to Raiga's burial. Ranmaru was able to tell that despite Raiga's fatal wounds from Naruto, Raiga was still barely alive. Ranmaru without hesitation transferred almost all of his energy into Raiga to save him. Infuriated by the sight of a seemingly dead Ranmaru, Raiga took his rage out on Naruto and his team. While no longer having Ranmaru's eyes to aid him in battle, Raiga instead gathered natural energy from a lightning storm of power and enhanced his lightning release technique.
This sounds like a badass filler.
He began to understand what Naruto was talking about at night, trying to find value in life besides killing others. Ranmaru helped Sancho and Karashi revive the unconscious Naruto, Neji, and Lee with the Curry of Life. Ranmaru then tried to convince Raiga to stop the meaningless battle, but Raiga only viewed this as betrayal. After seeing that Ranmaru had made up his mind and Naruto managed to overpower him, Raiga decided to give himself a funeral by electrocuting himself to death. After the mission was completed, with Ranmaru not being an apprentice to Sancho, Naruto and his team returned to the village. Gosenkugi capture mission. When word that a notorious thief known as Gosenkugi of the Land of Stone was making his way towards the Land of Fire reached Konoha, Tsunade assigned Naruto, Kiba, and Hinata to capture the man. Along their way, they met a bounty hunter by the name of Sazanami who was also after Gosenkugi. After quickly dispatching Naruto and his friends, Sazanami managed to find Gosenkugi but was quickly defeated. He was saved by Konoha Shinobi. It was later, when treating the man's wounds, that Naruto and his team found the man was actually another wanted man by the name of Tokichi. Tokichi explained that he was framed for murdering a family that Gosenkugi actually killed. Deciding to help Tokichi clear his name, they worked together to track down Gosenkugi again. Gosenkugi and Tokichi himself were captured by another bounty hunter and handed over to the authorities. The bounty hunter was an honorable man and helped clear Tokichi's name. For Naruto and the others, this meant they failed their mission as someone else captured Gosenkugi. Cursed Warrior Extermination Mission.
But Hinata got to spend some time with Naruto. That's good.
Eating ramen after doing his daily training in preparation for Jiraiya's return, Naruto met a young man named Chishima. He is told about the troubles going on in the Land of Birds and wishes to help. He then joins Neji and Tenten in solving the mystery of the cursed warrior's ghost. Upon arriving in the Land of Birds, they meet one of the daimyo's advisors, Moso, who explains the situation. After searching the kingdom at night, Naruto and his team find the ghost and face off against it, only to find that not only was the armor empty, but according to Neji's Byakugan, it had no living presence. Kome believed later that it was one of Moso's devices. The following day, Moso explains that it's believed that the whole situation is a scheme set up by the daimyo's head strategist Kome to take over the Land of Birds. They go to meet the daimyo, Sagi, who turns out to be a young teen and childhood friend of Chishima. However, since becoming daimyo and losing his twin sister Toki, he has become quite cold to all his duties as daimyo. After saving him from an attempted assassination, it's discovered that the weapons are owned by Kome's soldiers. Naruto, Neji, and Tenten begin spying on Kome, who later goes to the site where the cursed warrior was seen the previous night. This time, upon fighting, Naruto and his team face a much more formidable opponent using high-level ninjutsu techniques. While defeating him, the enemy commits suicide by melting himself in acid. Then, later, Kome is arrested for conspiracy. While they're all told the mission is over, both Naruto and Neji have their doubts about it. Naruto goes back to the site to investigate and discovers a chain of underground tunnels. Unfortunately, Naruto takes a path that leads inside the daimyo's palace and is arrested. Later, in a prison cell, Naruto is confronted by a cursed warrior who attempts to kill him. Naruto manages to defeat him and discovers that it's really Sagi in disguise. Sagi explains that he made this disguise to find out who killed his father and sister. Before the fight could continue, an injured Chishima appears and reveals that Moso is behind the deaths of Sagi's family. Naruto then impersonates the cursed warrior and saves Koumei from his execution. He then meets up with Neji, Tenten, and the newly arrived Kakashi. They then go to confront Moso. Unfortunately, Sagi goes ahead out of his desire for revenge. Upon catching up with Sagi, it's discovered that Sagi is actually the twin sister Toki impersonating her dead brother. It's also discovered that Moso is actually a ninja named Hoki of the Watari ninja who plan to take over the Land of Birds. Hoki kidnaps Toki, and Naruto and Chishima go after him while Kakashi, Neji, and Tenten deal with the Watari ninja. Naruto is initially overwhelmed by Hoki's cunning deceptions
Classic
and various
Naruto, he loves to
but
swim.
is saved by the spirit of Sagi, who tells Naruto he has to save Toki from her anger. After a battle of clones between the two, Naruto defeats Hoki. Later, Naruto and his team watch as Toki takes up her role officially as daimyo and thanks Naruto for saving her kindness. Buried gold excavation mission. Noticing that lately...
Oh man, you know what the crazy thing is though? These stories seem good and dark as well. There's a lot of darkness going on.
Naruto, Hinata, and Kiba had had a rather low success rate in their ninja mission, so Naruto decided to give them one final chance to succeed or be sent back to the academy to restart their training. The mission was to retrieve a hidden treasure. Initially, Naruto and Kiba kept getting into arguments about which way to go, which resulted in them taking different directions each time, Kiba emerging in the one correct. Along the way, Hinata injured her ankle, forcing Kiba to go on alone while Naruto stayed with Hinata. After Kiba left, Naruto and Hinata were attacked and captured by a mysterious ninja. Naruto later awoke to discover that he and his friend... After Kiba left, Naruto and Hinata were attacked and captured by...
They hugged! Oh my god!
Mysterious ninja. Naruto later awoke to discover that he and his friends were replicated by their captors. Their captors revealed themselves to be of the Keruin clan, a clan with a special transformation technique that copies a person beyond just looking like a target. Their plan is to infiltrate Konoha and destroy it from the inside. Their enemies attempt to crush Naruto and his team in a cave-in. Kiba and Naruto manage to free Hinata, who then uses her gentle fist to repel all the rocks. Later, Naruto and his team escape the cave and go after the Keruin clan. To Naruto's fury, his double goes all around the village, building up a huge bill from various restaurants and even eats all of Naruto's saved food at home. After finding the doubles, it's discovered that they can't replicate the original's physical prowess and are easily able to capture them. Later, it's revealed from Tsunade that she actually hired the clan to test Naruto and the others on how well they could actually handle such a situation. Starguard mission. While having a snack with Sakura, Naruto learns that Neji, Lee, and Tenten were sent on a mission to aid Hoshigakure to protect their precious chakra-emitting star, which was actually a meteorite, from Thebes. Suspecting that Orochimaru might be behind these attempted thefts, Naruto convinced Tsunade to add into the team. After Naruto and the team arrived at the base of the Hoshigakure, they met a young Hoshigeni named Sumeru, who escorted them safely through the deadly gases surrounding the village. They were then introduced to the acting leader, or Hoshikage, of the village, Akahoshi, who explained the situation. It was revealed that the special star enhances the chakra of whoever trains under it long enough and enables them to manipulate their raw chakra in very unique ways.
It's a shame, because Tenten...
known as the mysterious peacock method. Later, the star was stolen by a masked ninja who possessed the same star-enhanced techniques as the Hoshigakure, only more powerful and refined. While Naruto began making friends with several of the Hoshigenin, he learned that Sumeru lost his parents when he was young and dreams of becoming Kage of his village. Later, after Sumeru was kidnapped by Akahoshi, disguised as the masked ninja, it was discovered that the real reason why the star was so coveted by other villages was because of the dangers to using it, as very few in history have survived the star training. The forced releasing and enhancement of chakra generally proves too unnatural for most people to adapt to, causing the body to give out and die before it can properly synchronize with the chakra. And even if a person does complete the training, there is still a chance the person will eventually be killed by the enhanced chakra. Although the third Hoshikage who died recently stopped the training, Akahoshi resumed it soon afterwards, which the Hoshi ninja had been willing to go through for the village's prosperity. Later, Naruto found himself up against the masked ninja again while Akahoshi attacked with the intent of killing the masked ninja, and knocked Naruto and the masked ninja into the poisonous cavern. Fortunately, the masked ninja saved them both. Naruto then discovered that one of the masked ninja was a Hoshi Jonin named Natsuhi, who was Sumeru's mother and one of the few people to ever successfully complete the star training. She explained that 10 years ago, despite Natsuhi and her husband, who sometime later died, convinced the third Hoshigake to stop the star training in exchange for faking their death and watching over the village from afar. After hearing how dangerous the star really was, Naruto was determined to help Natsuhi stop Akahoshi, who was deliberately using the Hoshigakure for his own selfish goals. Upon facing off with Akahoshi, he revealed to have killed the third Hoshikage so he could take over the village and resume the star training, and willingly sacrifice anyone as long as the village got glory. After Sumeru appeared, Akahoshi used him as a hostage to force Natsuhi to give him the star. Despite Naruto's anger at Akahoshi, Neji reminded Naruto that technically Akahoshi is not a villain to the Hoshigakure, as they all wish to make their village strong as well, and as such, the Konoha ninja cannot do anything against the village leader without repercussions. Later, Natsuhi attempted to retrieve the star once again, despite her failing health, but was killed by Akahoshi. It wasn't until one of the Hoshigenin showed the villagers the damage that star training did to his body, and the truth of the third Hoshikage's death were revealed when the villagers finally turned against Akahoshi. Determined to regain the controls by any means, Akahoshi embedded the star into his being to gain a tremendous power increase. With the help of a final technique left behind by Natsuhi, Naruto was able to defeat Akahoshi and destroy the star using the Rasengan. Later, the infected Hoshi ninja were taken to Konoha for treatment from Tsunade and are cured. Naruto was glad to see that despite losing the star, Hoshigakure is still determined to become recognized as the next great shinobi village. Third Great Beast arc. While going through a standard checkup with Tsunade, Naruto learned that Lee's recovery.
Okay, We're still good.
Recovery from his injuries during the Chunin exams was still questionable. Later, Naruto and Tenten went to check on Lee just in time to see him practice a match against a young prodigy named Yagura. To Naruto, Tenten, and Guy's amazement, not only was Yagura able to push Lee back in taijutsu combat, but was also able to use an advanced taijutsu technique to nearly break Lee's ankle. Later, when Naruto and Tenten were worrying about Lee's well-being, Neji convinced him to have faith in Lee as Neji had learned, stating bluntly that Lee has the potential to surpass any prodigy despite his shortcomings because of his dedication. Later, when Guy went on a mission with Yagura, it was discovered that the boy who was with Guy was actually an imposter. Tsunade quickly sent Neji, Tenten, and Naruto to go after Guy. Tsunade decided not to tell Lee in fear that he would follow them despite his ankle injury. Upon catching up with Guy, it was discovered that he was already captured by a ninja team of brothers who wielded a unique puppet technique that controlled wooden training dummies and were on a mission of revenge against Guy for their father's death. While Naruto and the team managed to fight back the dummies, Lee surprisingly showed up and rushed to aid his sensei. As Naruto and the team began to tire, Guy and Lee managed to defeat the brothers' dummy fortress and break the technique. Afterwards, Guy revealed to everyone the story behind his battle with the brothers' father, making the brothers realize their father didn't have contempt for Guy but respect. This meant their desire for revenge was pointless. Yakumo Kurama rescue mission.
Like
While
all these
continuing his
arcs.
solo training, Naruto came across a young girl painting a portrait of Konoha. While watching her do so, she strangely drew a bolt of lightning striking the village. To Naruto's shock, the village suddenly did get struck by the lightning, causing the Ninja Academy to be engulfed in flames. While following the girl to figure things out, Naruto was stopped by two medical nin and an Anbu who drugged and took her somewhere. Naruto soon returned to the village to learn that recently Kurenai gave up her position as sensei of Team 8. Not wanting his friends to be sad, Naruto went to find Kurenai and try to reason with her. After failing to make Kurenai change her mind, Naruto went to talk to Tsunade. Instead of doing so, he bumped into...
Remember when I said, oh, I would love to learn more about Kurenai? They bloody put it in a filler. Kasa!
Sakura, who revealed that Kurenai quit because of a new development from an old student of hers named Yakumo Kurama, a student with an unheard of natural aptitude for genjutsu. Deciding to investigate further, Naruto found Yakumo at her family's mansion and disguised himself as Kurenai to gain access. Inside, he found several pictures of various horrors, including the image of Kurenai being stabbed in the heart. Seeing this picture somehow caused Naruto to become suddenly struck by an overwhelming fear as if he himself was being stabbed in a vision of a demonic-looking Yakumo. After being discovered, Naruto was drugged and knocked out. While unconscious, Naruto had a dream about Yakumo and Kurenai, which showed that despite Yakumo badly wanting to be a ninja, Kurenai refused the letter and instead decided to perform a fuinjutsu to seal away her power. Later, it was discovered that Yakumo came from a noble clan of Konoha that was once infamous for its high aptitude and strong usage of genjutsu, but lost much of their reputation ever since Yakumo's parents, the head of the Kurama clan, died. It was also revealed that the Kurama clan had a very rare and powerful Kekai Genkai, but without proper guidance was deemed too dangerous. Naruto then joined in a mission to protect Yakumo with Might Guy, Sakura, and Team 8 as Yakumo was being targeted by members of the Kurama clan, including Yakumo's uncle, Unkai. Naruto and his team managed to find Yakumo, who was protected by Kurenai in time to save them from the Kurama clan. After Sakura treated Kurenai and Yakumo revealed to Naruto that she was put under Kurenai's care back then because of a special order from the third Hokage due to Yakumo's weak body but strong and unstable power. She also revealed that she overheard the third Hokage talking to Kurenai about the Kurama clan's power being a threat to the village that had to be dealt with. To Naruto's even greater shock, Yakumo's parents were killed in a horrible fire that Yakumo suspected was the third Hokage's doing. Then, upon returning to the village, the team found it in ruins with no signs of life. While searching for others, Naruto was found by Unkai. He explained to Naruto that the destroyed village was actually a giant genjutsu cast by Yakumo. Unkai also explained that he and the Kurama clan were after Yakumo because they feared her powers were becoming too unstable and dangerous for the village's safety. He explained that Yakumo's Kekai Genkai allowed her to cast genjutsu that stimulate the mind so much that it can cause actual damage, even to the point of death. The problem is, without proper care and training, the Kekai Genkai's power can turn against the user by creating a second, highly dangerous personality known as Ito. Because of this, the third Hokage and Kurenai realized that there was no choice but to destroy Yakumo's power before the second mind took over. Willing to sacrifice himself, Unkai knocked Naruto out to block his senses, making the genjutsu powerless and helping Naruto to escape. Doing so unfortunately left Unkai terribly wounded. Naruto and Team 8 quickly went after Kurenai and Yakumo, only to be caught in another of the genjutsu. Despite Kurenai's pleas for Naruto not to, Naruto began telling Yakumo the truth about her powers. Doing so caused her to finally remember how her parents died, which caused her inner demon to finally break free. While Naruto had a heated struggle against it, Kurenai pleaded with Yakumo to help as she was the only one who could stop it. While scared and unsure of herself, Yakumo was convinced by Kurenai that this was still her power and could learn to make this power a great tool if she overcame the darkness. Yakumo managed to destroy the monster and save Naruto, finally purging herself of the darkness. Afterwards, it was learned that all this time Yakumo still cared for Kurenai as a mother figure. With Kurenai's final mission for the third Hokage finally completed, Kurenai felt she could now resume her role as leader of Team 8. While Naruto was happy for his friends, the adventure reminded him that he still had to worry about his inner demon and save Sasuke from his darkness. Menma memory search.
Wow, that looked like a really good filler. Wow, that looked really good. All right, we've got a few minutes left.
Mission. While searching for a special bamboo ingredient for his next ramen meal, Naruto came across a young man floating in the river. Quickly, he took him to the village hospital. It was then he discovered that the young man had no memory of who he was. There were no clues to who he was beyond an ocarina the boy was carrying.
Oh.
Later the following
Never mind, it's Sakura.
night, lightning struck the hospital, causing it to burst into flames. The young man, who was still being cared for in the hospital, quickly acted by saving an infant with the aid of a strange technique performed with his ocarina. To thank him, Tsunade decided to let the boy stay in the village within half being, as long as he stayed with Naruto. Naruto then decided to name him Menma, a name he came up with from the bamboo he found. As time went on, Menma showed himself to be very considerate and giving, as he began doing all kinds of chores around the village without even being asked. While cleaning up the Hokage monument, an unknown man attacked Naruto. At first, Naruto was forced on the defense, until Menma played another melody on his ocarina, which somehow gave Naruto a tremendous surge of chakra to overwhelm the man. This forced the man to retreat, and Naruto to wonder who Menma really was.
He's a bard.
After telling Tsunade about the incident, Tsunade theorized Menma might be from the land of rice fields that was known for music-based techniques. After begging her, Naruto and Menma were allowed to go, along with Neji and Tenten. They were sent along as Tsunade feared Menma might be affiliated with Orochimaru as one of his subordinates.
Poor Neji and Tenten, man, just getting pushed into the filler group. Ah, such a shame.
Toyuya used a similar technique style. On their journey, they came across a small village in ruins. The sight of the destruction seemed to horrify Menma for some reason. Soon after, Naruto and the others were attacked by the villagers. Despite their unexplained hostility, the villagers stopped attacking after learning they were from Konoha. Before the team left the village, one of the villagers approached them and begged for their help. She explained that because of the gold mine at the foot of the village, it had been subjected to a terrible attack by rogue ninja from Otogakure, costing the village countless lives. Thanks to Menma's insisting, it was decided to stay and help the village. Naruto and Menma then began making a wall in aid to protect the village from the next attack. Eventually, the rest of the village was inspired to help them make the wall. While still working on the wall, the man who attacked Naruto and Menma earlier attacked again. In the scuffle, Menma was soon injured while saving the village leader. While treating his wound, it was shockingly discovered a tattoo on Menma that revealed he was actually a member of the missing nin. Despite the village's anger towards him, they were talked into helping Menma. Soon after, the rogue ninja attacked again, led by the men from earlier. After managing to fight back their enemies, Menma, who seemed to have regained his memories, revealed that he knew the gang leader Shin's backup plan to blow up a large dam to flood the entire village. Menma asked Naruto to bring him to the mines, where he planted several explosive tags there to counter Shin's plan. Along the way, Menma revealed he was indeed a member of that gang. He explained that he was taken in by them when he was young and never realized how evil they were until they attacked the village. Menma explained that shortly after being taken to Konoha, he pretended to have amnesia to live a peaceful life even for a short while, and to get help from Konoha in stopping his clan's horrible actions against a small village. Sunagakure support mission. Kakashi is shown investigating the Takumi.
Okay. They kind of just moved on from that one. Let me be careful here. This looks like it's the final thingy. 1 minute 28. Okay.
Village. His ninja dogs found that the village was deserted, and the body of their founder was taken from its grave. Meanwhile, Sakura, Shikamaru, and Naruto discussed the status report from Temari saying that she and her brothers are going to be involved with the village's new shinobi training program. In Sunagakure, the three siblings were shown leading a combat training class. One of the students, a shy, quiet girl named Matsuri, was reluctant to use something that could hurt someone else, so Gaara taught her how to use a defensive weapon, the Johyo. They became friends. After word reached Konoha that Gaara and his team needed help against a group of ninja called the Four Celestial Symbols men from the Takumi village who kidnapped Matsuri, Naruto joined the rest of the Konoha 11 minus Tenten under Shikamaru's command to help. Naruto was particularly glad he could finally pay back Gaara for helping them during Sasuke's defection. Quickly, Shikamaru formulated a strategy to best handle the situation and had Naruto pair up with Lee for main offensive assistance. The two arrived in time to save Gaara from Suiko, an opponent with chakra-absorbing armor, after being struck with a water-release water dragon bullet technique. After Gaara recovered with help from Sakura's medical ninjutsu, he took over for Naruto and Lee to finish off Suiko.
No way! No way! No way! No! No! No way! She did something. It took her 219 episodes. But she did something. Let me guess, now she's going to be into Gaara as well. I'm very proud of her. I actually like that she's going down this route. It would have been really like weird if she like became super OP fighting wise. It's actually really cool that she's gone down this medic route.
Gaara recovered with help from Sakura's medical ninjutsu. He took over for Naruto and Lee to finish up Suiko. Afterwards, Gaara went on ahead. He stopped just before going into the canyon and was shown to be worried about Matsuri. Naruto followed soon after. Naruto arrived in time to see Gaara facing off against the leader of the Four Celestial Symbols men, Hoki, now armed with all the unique weapons of his allies. Unfortunately, Gaara was still too exhausted to properly fight back. Naruto quickly went to help Gaara. After Hoki shouted his anger towards the 5 great shinobi countries for overlooking his village's greatness as weapons makers and vowing to destroy them, he dropped Gaara in a giant iron sphere which began absorbing the chakra of Shukaku, the one-tailed demon inside Gaara. Doing so slowly began to make Gaara transform into Shukaku. Hoki then used that chakra and himself as a sacrifice to perform a resurrection technique with the intent of reviving the Takumi village founder, Seimei. Quickly after recovering, Seimei reconfigured the weapons of Hoki as armor for himself. Seimei then began siphoning off Shukaku's chakra, making Naruto repeatedly try to break Gaara free. Eventually, Gaara's transformation process proved too great for the prison to handle. While Seimei was looking forward to facing Shukaku, Gaara was able to suppress Shukaku and revert to normal, amazing Naruto and everyone who appeared. While everyone didn't understand why Gaara couldn't take advantage of Shukaku's power, Kankuro explained that Gaara was determined to rely on his own power from now. Gaara then used his remaining chakra to
Good for him.
turn some of the canyon around him into sand and crush Seimei, finally ending the battle and saving Matsuri. As everyone rushed to help Gaara, who fainted shortly afterwards, Kankuro noted to Naruto how he'd finally
found someone he can relate to. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. We will be back next episode. It's a shame I had to do it like this, but it is what it is. Really cool arcs, by the way. Really cool filler arcs. It seems like Gaara's actually become a good person. I liked how he's fighting his inner demon. Sakura did something. Let me go to what's it called mode. Sakura actually did something, which is really cool. I like how she's becoming a medic. The Sand Village are getting involved with the Leaf Village. That's really cool. Tenten and Denji, Neji, that's the one, are getting involved. Ino seemed to be helping out now and then. It's a shame because some of these arcs looked really cool. But I'm happy I did this. I want to get to Shippuden. Obviously, we're not going to jump straight into Shippuden. It will probably be sometime at the end of the year, maybe. Who knows? But if I jumped straight into Shippuden now, I wouldn't enjoy it as much as if I gave it a break. But next, MVP goes to the Amagi, by the way. I mean, there is no MVP other than Naruto. So he gets the MVP. The show is completely about him. I love how he's always trying to go on every mission as well. He loves to be the center of attention, you know. But yeah, again, shout out to the Amagi. Go subscribe to him. I'm sure it's a great YouTube channel because this probably took a ton of work to do. And I hope to the fans of the recaps, fillers, you know, I hope you guys were okay with me doing this. Like, I know I could have reacted to all of them, blah, 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 but I just wanted to do it this way. Be happy that I at least reacted to a recap. I nearly didn't find a recap. So shout out to my community. If you want to be in the super tight-knit community, join the Discord. Join the Discord. That's where I'm always asking for help with stuff or, you know, answers to questions and stuff like that. So check out the Discord. Link is in the description. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/OmarioRpg. And next episode, ladies and gentlemen, will be the finale of Naruto. And what a journey it's been. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me. And thanks for being you.